Okay, so for week 5 of summer anime, cool shows dropping, you know, keeping it entertaining. I need to catch up with more of them. Also, bro, in other anime news, we got the Chainsaw Man trailer dropping, the second trailer. No spoilers for the, you know, manga, but the anime's coming out this October. So yeah, this fall, bro, it's gonna be hype. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how Mappa does it. Overall, though, yeah, we'll start off with this week. I think I watched like maybe 10 animes this week, but I'll talk about like maybe 7 of them. So let's start off with Made in Abyss. Because, yo, this episode went crazy. Season 2, episode 5, where we got, like, a lot more plot development. So, and we actually reached, like, our first kind of enemy that we have to face here. So, yeah, we're still in level 6, and Rico's doing things, so we get Rico adventures. Before this, we see Reg, actually. So, Reg, he ran away from Fapata. So, he's kind of, like, trying to go back to the village, because he's, like, kind of in the middle of nowhere. Trying to hide from like these big like that big giant dinosaur thing that shoots like rockets and stuff. So he kind of like falls off some cliffs. He uses his arm, but then this thing actually scratches his arm a bit, so he gets a little damage. And then he's like falling down a cliff, and then he gets rescued by a big daddy from BioShock. So it's one of the things that was Fapata was like riding on, and we realize it's like kind of a fully automatic robot, but it can speak, it can communicate. So yeah, Reg talks to this robot friend. And you know, is pretty cute. He's actually like really helpful. He tells us about how our creator kind of made us to kind of like go around the abyss and just like, you know, gather intel, get knowledge, and share it. So their whole purpose is to kind of be like a Mars rover. And yeah, he talks to Reg. Reg asks more questions. Oh, you know who the creator is? Like, can I get my memories back? And I think it's this dude. He's like, okay, yeah, we have no idea. We're just like, you know, doing our mission, just going around. So yeah, Reg doesn't really learn too much about himself, but like we get like kind of vital information. So yeah, helpful robot friend there. Also after that, we see Rico adventures. Finally, she's kind of like sidelined by herself while Nanachi and Reg were like going around the village. Now Rico's like exploring, so she was like eating at the restaurant. The restaurant owner, she kind of teaches Rico how to like speak the language, shows her like a helpful vocabulary book. I feel kind of like Rico's like mooching things, because it's like you could like pay money for this like information, like a free language teacher, but no, she's getting that for free. And now yeah, it's no biggie, because I guess like they like kind of teaching like little kids. Like kids are like really like valuable here. And then yeah, they go around trying to find Nanachi, and then they get intel where there's like kind of like this pit that no one really goes around, and then Rico kind of like goes under and explores there. So she goes down this giant pit. It's kind of like this black like little cave, and then just like these little kind of like squishy monsters, and they're like kind of like the balancers. So yeah, what are they doing here? They're kind of like harmless, like they're not bothering her. So then also Rico kind of like hears some noise in one of the like cave directions, and then she finds a girl. It's that red-haired girl that we saw in like the beginning. So she's actually important. She's still a human all this time, but she's kind of stuck in this hole kind of trap. She's like naked. She has like long hair, long red hair, kind of like covering her titties, so you know, it's safe for work. Yeah, this girl's just like living here. We don't know how long, how old, but yeah, she's pretty big. And then she's not really punished per se, but she's like trapped here because so her people, the 3 sages, they kind of had the idea to make this village, so she kind of opposed it. Also, her name is Fueko, so yeah, it's good to know. So yeah, Fueko, she kind of tells Rico about like the village, and since she opposed it, she's like down here arrested and then trapped, so she hasn't really talked to anyone in a while. So yeah, Rico kind of like makes her a little scared and anxious, but yeah, they kind of have an alliance, so Rico frees her because she can apparently feel where Nanachi is, so they kind of lead her there, and it's in the house of this other sage. It's like a kind of the sage with the white mask and like the kind of like spiky hair and like big snake body. So Rico knocks on his door, enters his abode, and we see Nanachi there. She's fine. Thing is, she sold herself to hang out with Mitty. So how did this make sense at all? I was like so confused. Why is Mitty here, first of all? Like that shit does not make sense. But yeah, Nanachi's hanging out with Mitty. I think his name was like Beloff. We killed Mitty in season 1, remember? So how did he get this clone? So apparently the masked dude Bondrewd, he kind of visited the 6th level one time, and then he showed them the Mitty, but then like he would never sell it. So Beloff got like a little jealous, and then he kind of like made a deal with like, I guess the balancers or something. Like he made a deal with someone, and then he kind of like sold like half his body. So he was like this really long snake. He sold half his body, a bunch of his organs, some of his senses, just to like make this clone of Mitty. So they can clone people. Like, okay, cool. So yeah, this Mitty clone is here kind of conveniently, and Nanachi is also here. So yeah, Nanachi sells herself to hang out with Mitty forever. So this is a big problem. We need Nanachi for our adventure. So Rico, she's trying to negotiate barter. So Beloff is definitely like charging a high price for this. I don't think Rico can afford it, so she has to find a way to kind of like I don't know, negotiate. Well, we'll see what happens. Like, you know, maybe we do the opposite. Maybe we try to like steal Nanachi and run away from the village. Maybe not. There's a lot of stuff to go on here. So yeah, pretty interesting episode. A lot of like plot development. And now we have like our first real problem in this season. So yeah, I guess we got to buy back Nanachi's life. And yeah, hopefully Rico gets it done. Hopefully nothing tragic happens. But you know, this is made in Abyss, so something tragic probably will happen. And now for Call of the Night, episode 5. Cool episode, more kind of like standard romance stuff. We meet a new character maybe, and then like, you know, stuff progresses. So kind of quickly, they kind of go to a bathhouse together. We find out Nazuna's real job. She's like a massage therapist, and then the massage parlor is actually in her house. And also Ko kind of gets like horny and confused, inappropriate thoughts as well. He's like, oh, should I lewd Nazuna even though she's my friend? That feels kind of wrong. I'm like, bro, stop being edgy, stop being in your feelings. Like, I know it's a part of Ko's character, is like he's gonna grow, probably, but you know, he's like a self-insert type of guy, like a little timid and also really edgy. He's like, oh, I don't like girls, I don't know how girls are feeling. And then like, you know, what is love, and you know, stuff like that. So yeah, we just got to deal with like maybe 5 minutes each episode of Ko being like annoying and in his feelings. But yeah, that's fine. The anime is still good. Really like the dynamic with Nazuna. So yeah, we see that she was trying to wait for Ko, and then like she also invites Ko to the bathhouse as well, and we see her, she has a new design. Her hair is like all down. So yeah, cool, and non-tied up hair Nazuna. Yeah, really cute. They kind of like go do things together. They actually go to a love hotel, but they don't really do anything because, like, you know, Ko just sees like, oh, I feel guilty, Nazuna, for having feelings. But then Nazuna's like, bro, isn't that the point? You're supposed to fall in love with me. Like, this is natural. After that, Ko goes back to Nasuna's house, and also he has the question, okay, Nazuna, did you suck other people's blood like before me? And she's like, of course I did. How would I get food otherwise? And then just how she did it. So she has a massage parlor in her house. So that kind of one room where they were sleeping, that's actually like her office. And she kind of like, you know, gives them the good massage. They fall asleep, get tired. She sucks their blood. Mutual relationship. She also gets paid. Thing is, when she was hanging out with Ko like this whole month, she's basically unemployed, not working. So he's kind of running low on money. So first she offers to massage Ko. She has her like sexy nurse outfit. So yeah, I mean, I wish she was my massage therapist. She kind of like goes on his back, massages, and then goes in front of him, does his neck and everything. So yeah, pretty standard. And then after that though, like she kind of like rests in her room playing video games. Someone's knocking. We got a customer. It's this office lady. So she wants to go to Nazuna's massage parlor. And she's kind of like a repeat customer. The thing is, like, Nazuna's like feeling tired. So she's like, Ko, can you handle this? He's like, what? So, you know, next episode, bro, is Ko gonna massage this lady? It seems kind of wrong, but, you know, maybe it feels a little right. So yeah, character designs are insane. You know, love the waifus, love the kind of like interactions. I really hate Ko like being all like edgy and in his feelings, but besides that, you know, the anime goes on. Music is like a banger as always, so this anime is like a whole vibe. So yeah, really enjoying it. Okay, so for The Devil's a Part-Timer, Season 2, Episode 4. Pretty solid episode. A lot of, like, kind of action happens here. It's, like, escalating, because now the angel, he wants to take Alice Ramis for himself. I think we kind of learn, like, she's part of, like, this, like, magical world tree that has, like, all this power. Just a lot of lore this episode. Alice Ramis is important. And then this angel dude, he wants to take her. He also wants to take Yusa's sword, because it's, like, has, like, this fragment. Yeah, so basically, yeah, they're like, no, you can't have it. And then they go start a fight, but then this dude is just way too strong. But then Alice Ramis comes in clutch. She kind of, like, turns into like this big ball of energy, and then yeah, they defeat him. He like kind of like goes away now, and I guess he's not like evil anymore. Like he'll probably like take his time to kind of like get his goals. But yeah, also Alice Ramis kind of disappears and Yusa's sword breaks at the same time. So then Alice Ramis kind of like repairs herself and is a part of the sword, but Yusa keeps it secret, so everyone's kind of sad because that Alice Ramis died. So it's like cute seeing them together. They're dynamic, Mao and Yusa. So yeah, we'll see what's gonna happen soon. I just quickly went over this episode. I didn't want to go too in depth, but yeah, we're getting a lot of lore, a lot of story, and we'll see like where the characters go from here. Okay, so for Lycoris Recoil, episode 6. Another cool episode. Stuff's kind of escalating a bit, but you know, it's more like kind of the same hangouts. So we kind of start off with Chisato and Takina talking on the phone, because there's like a guy hunting Lycoris that we see him. He's like the dude with the green hair. And then yeah, it's in the news, like people are dying, like 4 or 5 Lycoris are getting hunted down so far. So then Takina is worried for Chisato's safety. So what does she do? They have a sleepover together. Takina is rooming with Chisato for now. So yeah, very cute. I really love this development. So yeah, we see them hang out in Chisato's apartment. Really cute. And then they kind of like try to divide all the kind of laundry duties and stuff. But the thing is, they do it through rock, paper, scissors instead of spreading it 50-50. And then, you know, Chisato, she can see your kind of reflexes when you like kind of like change your muscle. So she actually predicts your rock paper scissors outcome before you even do it. It's kind of like a hack power. She can not only dodge bullets, she's like undefeated in RPS. So yeah, we see that they are hunting down Chisato. Like they have like kind of her picture on part of like the arms deal. Thing is, she can like handle herself, so she like kind of fights off 2 kidnappers. But the thing is, the Lycoris hunter is like chasing her down. So yeah, she kind of goes, tries to do a job one time in the middle of the darkness, and Takina kind of realizes that like she's being targeted. So the whole squad goes and tries to rescue her. And then we see Kurumi, like the little hacker girl. She's also like kind of responsible. But yeah, we'll deal with that later. So Chisato gets hunted down. She gets hit by a car, kind of ambushed by a mob of dudes with like a lot of guns. She kind of runs away, fights all of them, and then shoots them. So she has her non-lethal bullets doing good things. And then yeah, she dodges the green hair dude. So she shoots him in the head with the rubber bullet. Thing is, he has like kind of like the fake kind of blood on his forehead, and he wipes it on Chisato's face. So that's her one weakness. If you cover her eyes, she can't dodge anymore. So I mean, that's everyone's weakness though. You cover their eyes, like if you beat them. Thing is, Takina comes through. Everyone's there for support. Takina shooting fire and bullets, actually killing people. So it's funny seeing Chisato trying not to kill people and Takina just like not giving a fuck, pew pew. And then yeah, they kind of go away. So yeah, this episode's kind of a setup where we see the villain. He's actually targeting our Lycoris now. So yeah, we got like a villain to fight. And then, you know, since we beat him one time, he's like the kind of villain where it's like you beat him, he's like, yeah, it's really nice. Now I'm taking an interest in you. Now I really want to kill you. So he's pretty psychotic, so we'll deal with him. But yeah, I love how the plot's going with like, you know, Yuri relationship, hanging out with the girls, and then afterwards dealing with some real shit, fighting some villains. So yeah, I guess we'll see what's gonna happen in the future. But yeah, another solid episode. I love the vibes in this anime where it's just like, you know, slice of life, chill, hangout, mix of action, and then each episode we're kind of learning things about the world. So yeah, hopefully it keeps going. I really love the dynamic between these girls. Also at the end, Takina beats Chisato at our rock paper scissors. Okay, so for Shadow's House season 2 episode 5, pretty solid episode again. You know, more stuff's happening. So last episode we kind of found the science people, the science shadows and their dolls working at like inside one of like this like abandoned tool shed in like the backyard of the Shadow's house. So they're like, okay, this seems kind of sus, let's open the door. And they knock down the whole wall, and then like we see like they kind of got attacked. They see Emilico, the dude Oliver, who's like the science researcher guy, and they're like, yo, it's Emilico, kind of the invincible strong doll. Let's go like have fun with her, play with her, experiment on her. So yeah, they really love Emilico, they welcome her, and Kate takes this opportunity in stride because she gets like a lot of knowledge here. The main thing is that the culprit that like, you know, released the big soot monster, so it's probably a dude because like, you know, it's really heavy to carry like all this soot. So yeah, it must be a guy, or else like 2 people at once. Also like they have like this specific perfume that's like kind of identifying, so each shadow has like a different type of scent. Also after that, yeah, there's like this dude Christopher that they keep mentioning, so don't mention his name. He might be a part of this, he might be involved. But his name is Taboo. There's also another guy whose name is Taboo. So yeah, like there's a lot of secrets being kept. Oliver's pretty open in explaining the information, but he can't explain everything. There's stuff that's taboo. So yeah, Kate gets more info. We kind of know like who we're trying to look for, but the issue is like, where do we find them? Kate still needs some help. So after that, they get more info, hang out with all the science people. We see more shadows. Maybe they'll play a part, but everyone seems kind of like self-interested. So yeah, Kate's kind of on her own for now. But then she calls like an emergency meeting at night with the main 4 shadows. So it's like Kate, Louise, Patrick, and John. Okay, Kate kind of needs your help to like, you know, find the dude who like released the soot monster, or else Kate is going to be punished instead. And they're like, yo, why would we help you? Like, you've been kind of annoying, you're snappy. So like Kate kind of feels insecure now because yeah, that's true. She always keeps asking for help and then like kind of stuck up without like kind of opening up with the other people. So she wants to like make this like a mutual thing. So she's like, okay, what would Emilico do? Oh yeah, she would make everyone kind of like be friendly, like no strings attached, nothing harsh. It's like, okay, Emilico just wants everyone to get along, be friends, no like ulterior motives. So Kate does that. She kind of like relaxes a bit. She's like, okay, let's talk, let's play, you know, let's make snowman out of our like, you know, soot. They kind of laugh, make jokes, and it's kind of like, yeah, Kate character development, seeing her kind of like navigate through everything, trying to be a good leader, also not be stuck up and alienated. So now she's actually making friends. So yeah, we have to uncover the mystery. We don't have that much time. I think we have like until the end of the week. So yeah, hopefully they kind of like find more information, find it. But yeah, we're slowly creeping into it. Hopefully we uncover the mystery really soon, and then all our shadow friends can hang out. We met a lot of like new characters this season, which I really like. So hopefully nothing bad happens to any of them. Okay, and now for Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon, season 4, episode 3. So yeah, we fight this big moss monster. He's the main villain so far in this episode. I thought it was kind of no big deal. Like, okay, he's a strong dude, but you know, you got like a bunch of level 4s on you, your whole squatted up. Just hunt him down. Yeah, we see he's kind of like terrorizing people. He's like kind of harvesting like magic crystals and stuff, attacking people. And then he's like, his presence, he's been hiding it because he only attacks people that's like weaker than him. So that's how he's been like wreaking havoc for so long and getting all this strength. He's just like kind of smarter than average and like, you know, strategic. So yeah, this big moss monster is like pretty smart and like terrorizing people. So yeah, Bell kind of fights him off with a squad. They do a lot of things. Bell like hits him with fire, kind of binds him down and everything. The issue is though, he kind of like jumps into the lake while rooting Bell down. So Bell is being sucked down this big giant hole of water and he's going down really deep. So yeah, the remaining people on the group, they have like things. So one dude splitting up, trying to get medical attention, getting help. Everyone else is kind of staying here, establishing a base, and then they're eventually going to rescue Bell. So he's still fighting off the Moss Golem. The thing is, when he like kind of like deflects a lot of attacks and like kills a monster, this mermaid waifu comes through. We end the episode there with a new character. She's like clapping, seeing Bell like, you know, do all these like kind of cool like fighting tactics, and he's like, what, a mermaid? So yeah, new waifu in the dungeon. You know what else is new? So yeah, Bell got separated from his party, so we'll see what's gonna happen. This mermaid seems like kind of important to the plot though. She has like kind of cool green hair, bluish skin, so you know, we'll see what she's gonna do. But yeah, I guess we need something to move the plot. You know, exploring the dungeon and all is good, but there's gotta be like something more to the story. Okay, so for RWBY this week, episode 6, I'll go through this pretty quickly since this episode nothing really big happened. It's more of like we went to the dream again and we failed again. So we failed the dream a second time. We have to go back a third time. So yeah, once everyone kind of realizes that they can't beat Weiss through brute force, she's just too strong, they kind of got to change her mindset inside the stream. So yeah, they were just like getting destroyed by her in battle. She has like infinite dust, so they kind of like go back and now like they're kind of like eating, resting, kind of trying to think of ways to like counter her in battle. This dream Weiss arc is going pretty long, and yeah, hopefully like our squad will like figure it out, kind of like strengthen their bonds. But yeah, everyone's kind of sad now, thinking of a way to like do things. So we see Yang, she's talking to Penny, the robot girl. Her personality is pretty funny. She tells Yang about dreams, how like, oh, even though I'm a robot, I also dream. Same with Blake, she talks to like the monkey dude. Weiss doesn't acknowledge you in the dream, means you have the power to like go inside the dream and change something about it. And RWBY works with Team Juniper. They also like offer advice and help. So everyone's out here trying to like, you know, go into the dream a third time. So we end the episode there. Maybe the third time is the charm. I like the characters talking. They're like really cute. The action was okay. I saw some people complain about the CGI this episode. It's fine. I don't really mind for like, you know, a middle episode in the arc. It's all good. And then yeah, I guess we're doing it a third time. Hopefully things go all right. But yeah, some quick thoughts. Yeah, this arc is going a bit longer than expected, but I do like the show anyway. Like I love the characters. I think the way the story is going is kind of like interesting because it's like a new plot. And then maybe after this arc, there's gonna be like some bigger shit happening too. But yeah, overall, I really like the dynamic with all these girls. And then hopefully they finish up the Weiss arc next episode. But hey, with the power of friendship, we can make it work. And now for Tantei PI episode 2. So we kind of continue this episode with like the witch arc, where they kind of have to track down this witch because, you know, she's been killing people allegedly. But then the main detective guy, Shotaro, he's like, you know, using his detective speech, he's like, you know, if there's like suspicious things, I'll see it through the end. So yeah, he kind of tracks down the witch Tokime because she has like memory loss. And then this big kind of robot comes through. His name is like the Road Dopant, like evil memory robots. It looks like some type of random supernatural shit that didn't get explained too much. But yeah, it basically kind of just attacks people, eats human flesh. So they think Tokime is transforming into like this evil monster because Shotaro gets attacked. But then they realize that it's not her, it's someone else. And then she's just kind of like following the monster and just like kind of like in the area coincidentally. So yeah, they kind of rescue Tokime. They kind of fight off like this mafia gang. And one of the members of the mafia is also the Road Dopant. So yeah, big plot reveal. The detective, he's like, oh, I knew this was gonna happen. So yeah, the witch waifu, she's actually not evil, kind of like a main character, has memory loss, so we kind of have to revive her memory. We also see that people have like USB plugins to their neck, so I'm not sure what that's all about, but that's some type of memory device. So Shotaro and his detective partner, yeah, his name is Philip, like the green hair, they team up, and now they transform into like a hero, like a Sentai Power Ranger dude. So that was kind of unexpected. I thought this was just like mystery supernatural type of show, but no, we're also like heroes fighting monsters as well. So yeah, they have a transformation for him, which is pretty funny. So yeah, I really like the vibe of the show. It's like going pretty well so far, so I'm kind of interested to see how the story unfolds. Detective stories are always fun, and yeah, this one's going pretty well so far with all the characters. And now for Rent a Girlfriend season 2 episode 6, another spicy episode. I didn't like this one too much, you know, this whole anime, I can't really say I didn't expect it to be trash, but a lot of story points, it's like so annoying. It's like, we get it, bro. Kazuya and Mizuhara, like they're gonna be close together, but you're building it like kind of in the wrong way. But it doesn't matter, I'll just summarize what happened. So yeah, we're out drinking because let's go party. Like Kazuya and his boys are like, okay, yeah, we're invited to like this kind of mixer thing with these college girls. So they hang out, and then it's like the same group of people they went to the beach with. So Chizuru and her friends. The issue is though, like, since everyone's here kind of close together, Chizuru's like, okay, my cover is about to be blown, and Kazuya's there all like, oh shit, what do I do? They kind of try to ignore each other a bit. Everyone's like, drinking, having fun. Mizuhara's like just turned 20, so she doesn't want to drink too much, but yeah, everyone's kind of like playing games, talking. So yeah, it's not too bad now. It's just like kind of awkward between Mizuhara and Kazuya. They should come when they have like actual like big drinking games together, because they're kind of like forcing Mizuhara to drink because she's like a first timer and they don't want to like loosen her up. So yeah, they have her purposely lose the drinking game. Then Kazuya thinks this is a little dirty because Mizuhara's spitting inexperience. So Kazuya purposely loses every round, gets flat out wasted on this beer, and is now like dizzy, can't even walk home. So they kind of like end the party, and then they go their separate ways. The thing is, Kazuya, he cannot walk home. He can't walk straight. So Mizuhara's there to help him. So she kind of follows him. She like carries him a bit, and they walk home together to the apartment. Issue is Kazuya can't open his door, so Mizuhara kind of takes care of him a bit. She like hangs out with him at the bathroom while he's puking his guts out at the toilet, and then he passes out. So I guess that was cute. All I can say is like, the development is going at a snail's pace. Like this episode didn't really do too much to develop anything. Yeah, it's more of like kind of like a for fun episode. Okay, we're out drinking. So yeah, the romance and plot developments continue, I guess. And then a big lesson to be learned here: don't force people to drink that they don't want to drink. And that seems to be it for week 5. Thank you for watching again. Pretty fun week. We're kind of halfway through the season. Episodes keep going on. A lot of cool plot developments and stuff, learning what's good or bad. And then it's hard to keep up with everything, so I'm like really trying. And if you're still keeping up with this week, please let me know what your favorite anime this week was.